Good morning, student. Today I, Purnima, welcome you to the class, and I am going to revise a new poem with you, that is The Snake Trying, written by W. Ross. Now everybody know what is a snake, and I think very less people that they know that there are two types of snake. Generally we consider snake as a poisonous animal or a venomous animal, but it's not that, children. There are water snakes also. There are some snakes, they lives on tree also. They are flying snakes also. So they are not venomous, they are not poisonous. Okay, so this is a beautiful poem where the poet tried to say that all the snakes are not poisonous, and they are also the creator of God. God has created them also like all other living things, and they are quite harmless. So it is not good to kill these snakes because they are harmless. They do not harm human in any way. Okay, we are not having any dangers from these type of snakes. Okay, and first of all, children, the snakes bite to protect itself. The snakes bite itself to protect for its self protection. Otherwise it is harmless as any other creature. But it is very sad that whenever human beings sad, they try to kill it. So in this poem, the snake tried, the poem only wanted to tell that they are all, since they are also the living beings, so we must also consider them that they are the creator of God, and we must not kill them because they are the most harmless creature. Now, in this poem, something, first of all, I am going to tell you something about W. Ross, about the poet. Now, WWE, that is William Wrightson Ross. Uh, he was born on June 14, 1894, and he died on August 26, 1966. He was born in Peterborough, Ontario. So where he was born? Ontario, in Peterborough. He studied geophysics at the University of Toronto. He served with the Canadian Expeditionary Force in World War I as a private in the Signal Corps. Rose's earliest works are written in free verse. Some of the works written by him are Anthology of Canadian Verse, Experiment 1923 to 29, and Shapes and Sound. So these are some of the work about the poet. And this William Wrightson Ross, he has chosen a very nice topic, and he is given a very nice message that we should not unnecessarily kill all the creature which is harmless. Like children, snake attack us when they feel that somebody is going to kill them. For their self-protection, they attack us. Otherwise, they are not so dangerous. So similarly, children, what I want to say, that we should not kill the creatures, we should be kind to them, we should help them, we should feed them. Okay, they are also like us. So and first of all, it is a God who has created them. So it is he who has given the life, so we are not having any right to take the life from other. Now, let me tell you about the theme of the poem and something about the background of the poem. In this poem, the snake trying. In the first stanza, the poet describes how a snake is trying to get away. A snake is there, children. A small case snake is there, and it seems to us that it is a water snake. And the poet describes how a snake is trying to get away from a man who is chasing him with a stick. The movement of the snake is very graceful and elegant. The way it curves into the water, okay, is quite remarkable to look at. The snake does not stick to one straight path to get out of the reach of the man, but wends its way in and out of that path as it traveling along the water. In the second stanza, the poet entreats the man with a stick to let the snake escape. It hides into the reeds without hurting even children. It hides into the green, slim reeds. So, children, that snake, it seems that it is a water snake and it is trying to escape from someone who is chasing with the stick. Now the snake does not stick to one straight path to get out of the reach of the man, but went its way in and out of that path as it traveling along the water. In the second stanza, the poet entreats the man with a stick to let the snake escape. It hides into the reeds without hurting even children. It hides into the green, slim reeds. Now let me tell you about the important background of the poem. So a snake is lying on the sandy bank of a pond or a stream. So that snake, it is lying on the sandy bank of a pond or a stream. The person and a person is there who run after it and chase it with a stick in his hand. It runs, makes sudden curves with its thin, long body. The poet thinks that its movements are beautiful and graceful. The snake goes through the water to save itself from the stroke. It vanishes among the reed. The snake is green as a reed, so it is easy for the green snake to hide among them. Since the snake is green, so children, we are assuming that it is a water snake. So it is easy for the green snake to hide among them. Now the snake trying. I'm going to read the poem and then I will be doing the explanation of the poem. The snake trying to escape the pursuing stick with sudden curving of thin long body. How beautiful, how graceful are his shapes. He glides through the water away from the stroke. Oh, let him go over the water into the reeds to hide. Without hurt, small and green, bee is harmless even to children along the sand. He lay until observed and chased away, and now he vanishes in the ripples among the green, slim reeds. So this is a very small poem, children, of about 2 stanza. And before explaining the first stanza, let me write you the word meaning. Okay, and then we will be doing the description of the poem. So first of all, pursue means to follow. Pursue means to follow. Curvings means bends. Then graceful is attractive. Then the next word is glide, move. Glide is move. Stroke means hit. Okay, so see, these are some of the new words. Okay. And one is escape. to get free. Okay. So now these are some of the new words of the first stanza. Pursue means to follow, curvings means to bend, graceful means attractive, glide means move, stroke means hit, escape means to get free. Okay, so here in this poem, children, the snake trying to escape the pursuing snake. A snake is there, and it is lying on the sand. A snake is here. So student, a snake is there, and he is simply lying on the snake, and a person is there with a stick. Okay, the snake want to, children, escape the pursuing stick. Pursuing, which I told you, that stick is following that snake, and with sudden curving of thin long body, and the children say snake is escaping. It is curving, it is bending with like this. It is curving and running with its curving its thin long body. How beautiful and graceful are its shapes. Children, graceful is very attractive. When that snake is moving in a zigzag position, that long, beautiful, slender body, it is looking very graceful, and the poet is telling the shape of the snake is also looking very beautiful. Okay, so finally, children, he glides. He is moving through the waterway. He is moving towards the water. He glides through the water from the stroke. That person, it wanted to hit the snake with its stick. It is chasing him, and the snake is moving and moving. It is saving itself and moving. So what the snake is trying to do here? The snake is trying to escape from the pursuing stick. How does it move, children? It makes a curve. Okay. How are his shapes? His shapes are very beautiful and graceful. Uh, where does he glides away? He glides away through the water. Where does he glides away? He glides away through the water. Okay, so uh, now I think this is clear, children. Now the next line is next stanza is oh, let him go over the water into the reeds to hide. Without hurt, small and green, is a harmless even to children. Along the snake he lay until observed and chased away, and now he vanishes in the ripples among the green slim reeds. So, children, what is happening now? Here the snake, okay, this is the second stanza, and now I'm going to write the few difficult word meaning of the second stanza, and then the explanation part will be done. So reeds is a type of water plant. A type of water plant, and then hide is out of view. And then harmless, chase is follow, vanish is disappear. Vanish is disappear. Slim is thin. being hit. So children, these are some of the word meaning of the second stanza which I am going to read to you. So reed is a type of water plant. Hide is out of view. Harmless, cannot cause any harm. Chase means to follow. Vanish, disappear. Slim is thin. Hurt is being hit. Okay. So children, here uh, what is the snake trying to know? First of all, let me explain to do the explanation. Oh, letting go over the water. Now children, when the poet sees the snakes, he feels pity, and he is telling the man, oh, let him go over the water. If you want to escape towards the water, if he wants to go towards the water, let him go. What is the problem we are having? He's not harming us. Into the reeds to hide. And children, he is going to the water to hide in the reeds. Reed is a type of water plant. Without her, we will not hit him. Small and green, he is harmless even to children. Now the children writer is telling, telling to the person that this snake is small and green is the color of the snake is green. So this is a harmless snake. It's not a poisonous snake. It will not even harm to the children. Along the snake he lay until observed. He was simply lying on the snake until and unless he was observed by the person, and from them he is chasing him with a stick to kill him. He vanishes in the ripple. And children, and now suddenly what happens? Snake, children, he goes in the water, inside the water, and he disappear in the ripples of the water. Okay. So children, he vanishes in the ripples of the water, and among the green slim reed, and between the slim reeds. Okay. In the he vanishes in the ripples among the green thin plant of the water. He vanishes there. So he is escaped. So who is him in this line? So him is a snake here in this line. Where does the snake go? It goes into the reeds to save himself from the chasing stick. Where does he lay until observed? Children, he was lying on the sand until it was observed. Is the snake harmful? No, children, the snake is not even harmful to the children. How do we know? Because it is green in color. That snake is green in color, and it's very small, it is very thin. So it proves that the snake will, that type of snake never, children, is not a poisonous snake. It never kills the children. So with this, children, I have finished this poem, a beautiful poem. What is the message of the poem? The message of the poem: we should not kill anybody unnecessarily. Everybody is the creature of God. So we don't have right to kill any creature. Now I will be doing the textbook question answer. What is the snake trying to escape from? The snake is trying to escape from the pursuing stick. Human beings try their level best to kill the snake. They take it for granted that the snake is poisonous and harmful. Is it harmful snake? Was it what it is its color? No, it is not harmful. It is a green color snake. The green color snake generally are the water snakes or the plant snakes, so they are not harmful. The poet finds the snake beautiful. Find the words he uses to convey its beauty. The poet uses the following word: beautiful and graceful, glides, small. The poet uses the following word, children, to convey its beauty, like beautiful, graceful, glides, small, and green. What does the poet wish for the snake? The poet wished that the snake should be allowed to go. It should not be killed by man, as it is a harmless creature and it will never harm any man. Where was the snake before anybody saw it and chased it away? So the snake was away from its secure area. It was basking in the sun. Along the snake Finally, it disappears in the reed. Now, there are two types of question are there, and that is for self attempt, like find as much as you can about different kind of snake. This you can do by yourself. Okay. Well, now some extra question. So first of all, how does the snake protect itself? What kind of body does it have? The snake has a natural instinct of survival. He can smell and see danger and escape from them safely. The snakes move with sudden curving, gliding through the water to protect itself from the attack. He has a thin, long body. How does the poet describe its shape? Even a dangerous and venomous creature like a snake has its fascinating appeal and beauty. The poet says that the snake makes beautiful and graceful shape. It is mesmerized to see the zigzag walk of the snake. What does the poet appeal? Every creature demands our sympathy and protection. The snake is small and green and is harmless even to the children. The poet is a very kind and generous man. He is sympathetic to the snake, so it appeals to let it go safely to his place. Where does the snake vanish? The snake vanishes in the ripples among the green, thin reeds. Describe the natural beauty of the snake. Is the poet fascinated by it? It is a small snake. It is green in color. Carving of its long body have their own appeal. His shapes are graceful and beautiful. So are its movement, which is very graceful. Yes, the poet is fascinated by it. The harmless, graceful and beautiful snakes attract the admiration and sympathy of the poet. Now, how does the snake escape and survive the pursuing stick? What is the meaning of pursuing? I told you it means following. A snake is aimed at the stick is aimed at the snake. The snake knows well that it can harm it. It has a sharp sense of smelling the coming danger. Uh, he also knows how to escape it. With sudden curving of its body, he glides away through the water away from the stroke. Finally, it vanishes in the green, slim reeds. Do you agree that a snake does not want to bite a man? It bites a man only when it feels that he is going to kill it. I agree with this statement that a snake does not want to bite a man unless it feels that the man is going to kill it. But people are of the opinion that all the snakes are dangerous and they are poisonous, and it is their nature to bite a man, so they wanted to kill it. Now, describe the movements of the snake. So we can write it is a very appealing, it's a very graceful and beautiful movement as of the snake is there. It moves in a zigzag manner and it looks beautiful when it moves. What does the poet request the man? The poet requests the man not to kill that harmless creature, and since it is a green in color, so it will not even harm the children. It will not even leave man, it will not even harm a small children. So he requests the man not to kill the snake and let him go. Do you agree that a snake is harmless? Yes, I agree that a snake is harmless because it was green and in color, and generally children green snake is considered as a water snake, and water snake and the snake which is living on the tree, it never bites. And although children snakes are considered to be poisonous, it's a natural feeling of the man that they bite, but they never bite. They only bite when they feel that there is a danger to them. Then only they bite. So the snake that the snake is quite harmless here. What does the snake hide itself into? The snake hide the snake vanishes into the green slim reed, and vanishes into the ripples of water, as we all know that it is a harmless snake. Now, long question. Why does the man want to kill the snake? How does the snake protect itself? The man thinks that the snake is poisonous and hence it is better to kill it. It chases the snake with a stick. The snake is trying to escape at a great pace so that the man cannot reach and kill it. The movement of the snake is very graceful and elegant. The snake does not stick to one straight path but went its way in and out of the path. At last, the snake floats over the water and hides itself into the green reeds. The snake has an instinct for its survival. It can smell and recognize danger. It knows how to escape from it and reach to a safe place. It escapes the pursuing stick and it strikes and finally vanishes into the green reeds. Now, why is the poet fascinated by the snake? Why does he want to let it go unhurt into the reed? The poet is fascinated by the snake. That children, he feels that the snake is a graceful and beautiful animal, and he is also the creature of God. And since he is the creature of God, we should be kind with all the creature of the God. At least to the poet, the snake is a living being with grace and beauty. The snake described in the poem is small and green in color. And since it is green in color, the poet feels that this type of snake is quite even harmless to the children also. The sudden carving of its thin body charms the poet. So does its graceful movement. When it glides through the water, it looks like an object of grace and beauty. He develops a liking and sympathy for this strange creature of nature. He appeals not to attack such a graceful creature. The small green snake is not poisonous, it is harmless even to children. Such a beautiful and harmless snake should not be an object of our anger. On the other hand, it deserves appreciation and synthetic. And children, we should be kind to all the animal, whether it is a snake or any other animal. And it was the wish of the poet that the writer should let the snake should allow to go. It should not be killed by the man. Now, what does the poet appeal? What he wanted to do? So the poet appealed that every creature demands our sympathy and protection. The snake is small and green in color, so we all know that it is a water snake, and which, according to the poet, it is harmless even to the children. So, and it seems that the poet is a very generous and kind man. He is sympathetic even to the creature like snake. He is very observant. He is observing that how that snake is being chased by the stick and the person want to kill him. So he appeals to let it go safely to his place because he will not harm anybody. So such was the nature of the poet. Do you agree that a snake does not want to bite a man? It bites a man only when it feels that he is going to kill. Yes, I fully agreed with this statement that a snake does not want to bite a man unless it feels that the man is going to kill it. But people are of the opinion that all the snakes are poisonous, their nature to bite a man, so they wanted to kill it. Now children, with this I end my video here, as the time is over. And children, I conclude my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. पौने 6 बज रहा है.